Hi everyone and welcome to my day. Now I'm going to give you a quick catch up on what I've done already today, but then I've got two very important subjects to talk to you about in this very video. So here's the quick catch up. Very early start for me, around about 6 AM. I edited 3 videos, recorded 1 video and then went through about 120 emails. Of those 120 emails, about 30 of them actually needed responses, so plenty of typing. Then caught some lunch and then planning for videos, so plenty more content coming on the Geekanoids channel very, very soon. Now, those two important subjects. The first one I mentioned in my video yesterday, and that was to do with a faulty product that I received. Now, I'm not going to tell you what the product is, and the only reason I'm not telling you that is because I want to keep it a surprise for when I do my editing room tour video, which I'm hopefully going to be able to start recording in a couple of weeks' time. So anyway, I should give you a little bit of background about this particular product and the company. The company I ordered it from was Scan Computers. I've used them for many years, I think probably 9 or 10 years, might even be longer than that. And I've never ever had an issue with them. And in fact, even this particular case isn't a real issue because I know it'll be resolved. In general, they've got very good customer services, but they made two mistakes, but one really bad mistake in the way they dealt with me. So I received the product. The product was physically damaged, so it had physical damage to the product. So my first port of call was obviously to ring them up and explain this. And I was asked to send in a couple of photos via email. That's fine, I didn't mind that at all because they need to be sure they're dealing with a damaged product and what sort of damage is on it. Before I sent the email, so in this very first call to them, I explained to them that I needed the product to be replaced quickly. So could they arrange for a new one to be sent out and that damaged one to be collected the same day with the same courier? And the reason I ask that of some companies as well, if they can do it, they don't have to, they're not obliged to, but I normally ask that because I'm recording, the less couriers that knock on my door, the better, because then the less interruptions I get during my recording sessions. So the person I was speaking to said, yeah, we will try our best to do that, we'll deal with it quickly, you know, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I took the photos, sent them over on email, didn't hear anything for many hours. Now it was round about 3:30 PM or 4 PM, something like that. I got an email from them saying that they couldn't arrange the new product to be delivered the following day. And in fact, their suggestion, and this was the one mistake, or the one really bad mistake, was to contact the manufacturer. Now that really frustrates me. Purely because I come from a business background, and apart from coming from that business background, as a consumer, I know that my sort of contract is with the company that supplies me, and I hate it when they pass the buck to somebody else. So they were like saying, yeah, we can help you, but you'd be better to actually contact the manufacturer and they'll get you out a replacement nice and quickly. Well, no, sorry, but if I buy a product from a retailer, then that retailer has the responsibility to take all of the hassle away from me, the consumer, and actually sort the issue out for me. So now, obviously further down the line, if it had been something like a 2 or 3 year old product, still within the 6-year consumer law guarantee in the UK, and it had gone wrong, then I would have expected them to pass me on to the manufacturer. But this was a damaged, either in transit or damaged at their warehouse, or some sort of packing issue. Either way, it's not my responsibility to then make another phone call, and I know that if I went direct to the manufacturer it would take longer than them sorting the issue out. The other thing that they did wrong, and this wasn't a bad thing, but just would have been really nice customer service, was I was very polite on my initial phone call, and I really did express how important it was if they could facilitate that same sort of day swap over sort of exchange of the product, how helpful that would be to me. And they left it so many hours, didn't even bother ringing me. It was just an email saying we can't sort of help, you know, we can't do it that quick. So my response was, hey, that's fine, if you can't help that quick, pick the item up, refund me the money, you've lost the sale. And that leads me nicely on to the second subject I want to talk to you about, and that is about the economy. Now, I don't normally talk about this sort of subject in my video, but for a long time now the UK have been in a so-called recession, and we're meant to be coming out of it now. And there are lots of small businesses that apparently don't succeed. And I think that really is, not all the time, but some of the time, that business is their own fault. And I'll give you an example why. Plenty of examples actually. Just recently I was looking to purchase a product, and I sent out an email to 3 different companies. And in that email I said, I'm looking to purchase this product, but what I need to know from you is how long, roughly, from me placing the order, will it be to me actually receiving the product. That's all I wanted, just a rough idea of the lead time for delivery of the product. Did I get a response? I'll let you guess. Did I get 1 response, 2 responses, or 3 responses? I got no responses. So those 3 companies had the chance to sell me something that was just under £1,000. Now let's assume they make, let's say, 10% margin on it. So they look to make £100 and possibly gain a new customer, because if their customer service had been good, I would have used them for further supplies down the line. They would have had a repeat customer in me. They would have built a relationship with me, and that would have helped their small business to succeed. Did they respond? No. And that's just one example of 3 different companies not responding. I can remember contacting an electrician to actually employ for some electrical work. I wanted extra sockets actually installed in 2 rooms, and it probably didn't amount to a big job for them, but it would have been probably about £200 job or £250 or thereabouts. I rang up and left a message, can you come round and do me a quote? Did they respond? No, they didn't respond. And that's happened with other things as well. In fact, when we had a new fence erected in our back garden, and that was a £1,000 job, I contacted 6 companies to do me a quotation. How many companies quoted me? Do you want to guess? 1 company gave me a quote, and the quote was a little bit too high, so I actually rang up another 2 companies, and out of those 2 companies, only one of those bothered coming round and giving me a quote, and they got the job. £1,000 job. Material cost, probably about £300, something like that, maybe £400. So for their couple of days work, they made £600 profit. And again, all of those other companies missed out on the work, and it just makes me so mad that then so many companies complain that they're struggling, they can't make a success of their business, etc, etc. You've got to be really hot on customer service and responding to customer inquiries. It's so important. And I've run many businesses over the years. I run an online business now, and when I get a customer inquiry, I try and respond within a couple of hours. It's not always possible, but I always respond to every single inquiry, even if I can't help, just to actually have that communication there. In fact, I think it was about a week ago, I had an inquiry from a customer, wanted to know if I had a certain product I could supply them, and I couldn't, but they still got a response. And in fact, they then responded to me and said, thank you very much for your great customer service. You know, for your great customer service. It said something like, it makes a real refreshing change or something. So they obviously experience the same, not getting responses from other companies. And I think other companies sometimes do that when they can't fulfill the customer's needs, because they think, well, it doesn't need a response. I can't do the job. I'm not going to make any money on it. Why should I take the time to make that response? You've got to think long term. So I responded to this customer even though I couldn't help, but they'll remember that, and then maybe in the future when they're looking for something else and I can help, I'll get their business. So anyway, it sounded like a mini rant, but it was just a little bit of advice. If you are a business owner or you run a business, take customer service and customer response time very seriously indeed. It really does affect the success of your business. So that's it for this video. Something a little bit different for you today, I know. A little bit of a rant, a little bit of advice, and a very quick catch up on my day. So I want to thank you all for watching this video. Please do hit that like button and let me know why you're liking the video in the comment section below. And if you dislike the video, then of course, hit the appropriate button, but let me know why you're disliking the video. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, there are two places you can find the subscribe button. On the main channel page, it's just up here in the top right hand corner. If you're on a video watch page, then you'll find it just underneath the video you've been watching. Click on the subscribe button and that means that you are now subscribed to the Geekanoids channel. But there is one more step you must take. Click on the little cog icon next to the subscribed button. Put a tick in the send me updates box and click save. Job done. Thank you very much for watching again. I'll see you next time.